Yo, what is going on? We're back playing fucking Hollow Knight again. It's crazy. I've heard a little bit more about this game since playing it last, and it's somehow more miserable than I thought. Yeah, I'll be honest, dude. I think that this game and the first one are not things that the average person should play. I legitimately would compare these not to something like Dark Souls. I'd compare these more to Kaizo Mario ROM hacks, where the game is difficult, not because it's difficult, but because it's so fucking obtuse and just annoying. I'm gonna be 100% honest when I say Hollow Knight might be some of the most player unfriendly games I've ever played in my life. Legitimately, I had a better experience playing Elden Ring. The main thing that I was hopeful for with this game is that they would have people playtest it before it came out. And I don't just mean people who played Hollow Knight the first time. I'm talking about new people. People who didn't fucking play the first one so they could like get an idea of what a normal person would go through while playing these games for the first time. Because these games are not made with normal people in mind. They're only made for like super high level play, and that's why they're not fun if you're not at that fucking level. Because I'm not bad at games. I would say that I'm like above average, and these games fucking suck. I legitimately think that these are a better experience to watch. My opinion on Hollow Knight is it has amazing art, amazing story. So much about it is good, but the game itself is so bad. Like, it's not poorly made. It's just not a good experience. It's just unfun. Like, I hate to just spend the entire time just hating on this game, but like, they really learned nothing. I think it was kind of like a Star Wars prequel situation where it's like all they got was praise, 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 praise. So they just assumed that they did everything correct, and thus they didn't fucking change anything to actually make it better. I think that's like a thing about indie games is while indie games are typically great because of the freedom they have, they also can be really bad because no one is there to check and make sure they're actually thinking things through. Because what might have sounded great to 3 people probably isn't great for the average player. Also, I feel like they should have thought about it when they were making this game, that because of how much people were talking about this, there were going to be a lot of people coming to this game who didn't play the first one. So it's like, you shouldn't just start with the assumption that every single person playing the game is a peak performance player. I think that, like, the point that I knew these devs didn't think about people actually playing their game was when they added a fucking hardcore mode to the first one. Because, like, what? Could you imagine a Dark Souls game having a hardcore mode? That's fucking insane. Plus, one of the achievements is to not only beat the game with hardcore mode, but fully complete the game, like 112% the game in hardcore mode. That's dumb. Man. I kind of feel bad because all I'm doing is fucking complaining. But Hollow Knight was so successful, I know they could have afforded to have testers. And I'm pretty sure they talked about having testers. And it's just like, they clearly didn't test the right way. Because a game, especially a game like this, should, 1, have testers who are not necessarily familiar with the series. And 2, they shouldn't keep the same people throughout the whole development cycle. Because then you run into the problem of, you're just assuming that every player knows something. Or is prepared for something, you know? And that's like a horrible way to design a game. Imagine if Smash Melee was like entirely built with the idea of you knowing how wave dashing works in mind. I know that that's a glitch, so it's a very different thing. But like making a game with the assumption that every player would understand high level aspects to it is just bad design. You know what's an even better example? It's like if Nintendo made a Mario level with like shell jumping in mind, where you have to jump, throw a shell at a wall, and then bounce off of that shell in order to continue. Like that is a requirement. Like that's not good game design. I played almost the entirety of Elden Ring. I would fight most Elden Ring bosses again before I would ever fight any Hollow Knight boss more than once. I would legitimately say to anyone who is interested in this game, don't play it. Genuinely, unless you're really good at platformers and like Metroidvania, like boss fight, like stuff, like unless you're really good, and I mean like high level, don't play this. Watch someone else play it. you'll be better off. The experience is not worth going through this. Oh. How sad. A little spider has fallen for this cage. So lost, so weak. Poor little morsel. I can save you, little spider. All the trouble you'd face above, all the suffering, it's so simple. I'll just skewer you here and now. Pluck the flickering life right out of you. Your threats are worthless, child. If you are my foe, stay your voice and raise your blade. Delicious, I like you already. Let's go. But yeah, that fight was good. It was a little tough, but it wasn't that hard. I would say that was a great example of a good fight. So I'm assuming that there's an ability I get at some point that lets me do like a peach float. Hello. Well, aren't you a sight? No, don't tell me. You're as odd as they come. It is as you say, madame. Veiled bugs brought me to your land. I seek them now for answers. You're planning to ascend to the low fields. You'll be needing some lift. And I'm just the bug to help. Collect their spine, return to me, and you'll soon have your old cloak transformed into something far more buoyant. Yeah, of course. I was literally just saying I need something that'll give me like a peach float. Well then, I can tell by the rattling from within your cloak, your hunt was still a success. If you'll kindly pass over the spines, I can get to work. Yep. Yippee. Oh, apparently someone's already made a mod for this game that just makes you naked. Oh.
Benny Frank.
This is fine work, seamstress. Your modifications will aid me greatly. Float away now, stray one. Do try not to die. I'd rather not have my hard work go to waste. I knew it. Fourth course? Nope. Let's go! That thing was sick. You know, I'm noticing, I feel like less enemies in this section are doing 2 damage. Did they like reverse progression at some point in this game and forget to reverse the damages? Like legitimately more enemies in the first few areas do 2 damage than like any of the ones in this one. Like that guy does 2 damage, but like when he does that big move that does no fucking iframes. Oh no, wait, no, I'm stupid. That's not like an iframe thing. That thing intentionally hits you twice. Like you get locked in place and it hits you twice. Like by design. Lee! I'm gonna say it. They're cuter than the grubs. What? Bro, what? He was literally down! Bro is literally dead on the floor. Well, not dead, but like, point still stands. Bro, it's unconscious, stunned, whatever, not fucking attacking. Hold on! When he's down, he's still an active hitbox? There's no way I'm fucking understanding that right. There's no fucking shot that that stupid motherfucker still hurts me by touching him when he's down. I hate this game, dude. Oh my god! You know, typically, when a fucking boss has like a projectile that curves like that, it fucking means you like redirect it back. Man, dude, I fucking can't with this game. But yeah, alright, that's gonna be the end for this one. I will see you all later. Remember, always make reasonable life choices. Bye-bye.